Our episodes are brought to you by our awesome EDHCC Club, aka the Patron Pledgehammers. Thank you for making our content possible. If you'd like to support the channel and get some sweet bonuses, check out our Patreon link in the description below. Welcome to episode 209 of EDH Commander Challenge. I'm your host, BT. I know, guys, it's been a while, and it's good to see you all again. It's super late to say this considering we're at the end of February, but I hope you've been having a wonderful new year thus far. And before we get started with today's episode, let's give you a brief update as to why it's been basically almost 3 months, I want to say. 3 full months. Since I have recorded a new episode. Some good things, some bad things, but unfortunately, a lot of bad stuff. The first is, as you get older, your body is a little bit more susceptible to some unfortunate things. For me, in this case, when I was celebrating my birthday, or my birthday month, I should say, I had tons of time off of work and so forth. And unfortunately, for the second year in a row, Emma got COVID. And I was, spending my time taking care of the love of my life and doing my best for her as she does for me. But compared to years prior where we were living apart, now we're living in the same place. So it was only a matter of time before I got it as well, and I think 9 days into having it, I got it, and spent my second straight vacation from work in 2 years being sick with COVID-19, and oh my gosh, it was awful. Thankfully, I didn't have pneumonia like the year before, so that's good, but it was still rough. Then, when I finally thought the battle with COVID was over, I managed to get food poisoning, apparently salmonella poisoning according to the doctor. Probably have something to do with some fried chicken that I ate that was, I guess, off from the place I bought it from via Uber Eats. That'll teach me, right? So then I spent weeks in the bathroom for the most part. I can only imagine if my toilet could speak, it would probably be like Squidward's toilet from SpongeBob after Patrick was finished with it. Yeah, I know, super gross. Stop, BT. Just stop right there. And then when I thought that part was over, then I got a regular cold, which I've had to this very day. I do apologize, by the way, if there's any sort of wheezing in the microphone. I am still not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. A little bit at a time. It's still a little difficult, but I'm managing. But I miss you guys so much that I figured as I have the strength to do it right now, I'm going to put out another episode. So once again, I hope you had a great holiday season. I hope you had a great new year. Hope your life has been wonderful. Hope you've been doing, as I always say, staying warm and staying safe. And let's jump into today's episode and go check out those opening hands. For those of you who are still here, by the way, I just want to say a huge thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate you. Let's get started. First, in this corner, with an opening hand of a mountain, Tyrite Sanctum, Spectator Seating, Sensei's Divining Top, Return to Dust, Blackblade Reforge, Sigarda's Aid, and his Boros-style general Jor Kadeen, First Goldwarden. He is yours truly, the host, BT. Next, in this corner, with an opening hand of 2 planes, Evolving Wilds, Emeria the Sky Ruin, Ethereal Armor, Sarah's Ascendant, Transcendent Envoy, and his mono-white general Light-Paws Emperor's Voice. He is the unpredictable Gemi. I won the dice roll to start us off, so let's begin our first card fight of 2024. For our first turns, I play a tapped Spectator Seeding. And Gemi plays Evolving Wilds. I play a mountain and cast my general, Jor Kadeen. During my end step, Gemi sacks his wilds to the plains into play tapped. Then for his turn, Gemi plays a basic and casts Transcendent Envoy. I play a plains and cast Rogrog, Son of Roga, followed by Sigarda's Aid. Then I cast Blackblade Reforged, which, thanks to my aid's effect, lets me attach it to Jor Kadeen, giving it +3/+3 as I currently have 3 lands. Then I move into combat and attack with Jor. Thanks to his combat trigger, he gets an extra +1/+1, and thanks to his power being currently 6, I also get to draw a card. Gemi declares no blocks and takes the hit before I pass. For Gemi's turn, he plays a basic and casts his general, Light-Paws. Since his enchantments cost 1 less thanks to his envoy, he then casts all that glitters, which he enchants his general with. And thanks to its aura ETB trigger, he gets to search for, in this case, a 2 CMC aura to enchant his general further. And this time, it's Flickering Ward, which he calls red, giving it protection from red before he passes. For my turn, I play Tyrite Sanctum and cast Return to Dust to exile both of Gemi's auras. Then I move into combat and attack with my general. And thanks to its trigger, it's currently a 7/7, and I get to draw a card. Gemi again declares no blocks and takes the hit before I pass. For Gemi's turn, he plays a tapped Emeria the Sky Rune and casts Ethereal Armor, again enchanting his general. And with its aura trigger, he further enchants it with the 1 CMC Sentinel's Eyes, in total making Light-Paws currently a 6/6 with Vigilance. He moves into combat and attacks me with it. I declare no blocks and take 6 damage. In his second main phase, he casts Serra Ascendant and passes. I play a plains and cast Sram Senior Edificer, followed by Stoneforge Mystic. With its ETB, I add the equipment Colossus Hammer to my hand, which I then cast. Thanks to Shram's trigger, I draw a card, and via Sigarda's Aid, I attach my hammer to my general for free. Next, I move into combat and attack with my extremely beefy general, who thanks to his trigger nets me another free draw and is currently an 18/18 with Trample. Having already taken 13 commander damage and even blocking with all 3 of his creatures, Gemi still takes lethal damage as I, as you would say, put the hammer down on this game. For my side, there's not much to say here. Sigarda's Aid is busted in any deck that focuses on auras or equipments, but especially equipments. And it was a pretty swift game, had it not been for one thing. In Gemi's opening hand, he had Serra Ascendant, one of the most dangerous cards in mono white in Commander, due to the fact that, well, thanks to life totals in Commander, it's basically a 6/6 with lifelink and flying for a single mana. If he had brought that out on turn 1, he would have A, guaranteed himself 2 free swings, puffing up his life total by 12 points, and second, it wouldn't have allowed me to get through any kind of damage with my general early on. Now, to be fair, it wouldn't have won him the game necessarily, but it would have slowed me down big time and given him more than enough time to be able to either get rid of my threats or create his own. Because remember, the first time that my general attacked when I had the Black Blade, it was a 6/6, which means he could have traded with my general, making the threat of my Black Blade Reforge drop significantly because A, the Sigarda's aid would be useless with it since it's already in play, meaning I'd have to pay mana to equip it to something, plus my general would have died, making me pay more mana to bring it back, significantly slowing down my aggression on Gemi's field. To agree with our picks, let us know in the comments. Also, if you enjoy our content, consider becoming a patron. Give you access to sweet bonuses like some giveaways, which we'll be doing again real soon, as well as your nickname as part of the EDH CC Club, and so much more. Again, I want to say thank you to everybody who's stuck by and continue to be subscribed to our channel, and even our patrons who are still with us. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a part of this family for so many years. Until next time, stay warm, stay safe, and keep on card gaming. I love you all, and cheers.